Entonces, esta es una de las proyecciones esperadas para el 2012. El cambio de polos. La frecuencia de la Tierra llegaría a 13 ciclos y el magnetismo llegaría a 0. El planeta entero pararía. Intercambiaría la posición de sus polos y estarían en posición reversa a la anterior. El planeta empezaría a girar para el contrario al anterior. Estamos viviendo siempre bajo el miedo. Tanto la iglesia y la sociedad han establecido siempre juzgarnos por lo que hacemos. Hasta tenemos miedo de morir, porque creemos que seremos juzgados en el cielo o en el infierno, o donde sea. Este es solo un ejemplo de los miedos de los cuales tenemos que liberarnos.
Step out of the fear what other people think of us and just do it. Just do it. Just do it. People say to me sometimes, how do I get over the fear of what people think? How do I get over the fear of what people think of me? What I would suggest is let the fear be the trigger to overcome it. So if you're in a situation where you're thinking, oh, well, I'd love to say this, but what will they think? Just say it. Just say it. If the people around you cannot respect your right to be you, then what are you worried about? What they think of you for? And if you're in a situation where I'd love to do this, this is what I like to do, but what will they think? Just do it, just do it, just do it. And when you get into that just do it mode, just do it mode, just do it mode, some very interesting things start to happen. First of all, you're following your intuition, your heart, your connection with out there, and you're letting that be your guide. Just do it intuitively. And after a while, and I've seen this in my own life, although the head is screaming, oh my God, what are you doing? Eventually, you start to realize that when you follow your intuition, although it might set up great challenges to start with, and you think, oh my goodness, what have I done? Eventually, you see that everything was exactly what was necessary to bring about a positive outcome. And after a while of doing this, of just doing it, just doing it, just doing it, your mind, your head starts to look at this, and it realizes that every time you follow your intuition, although it's a challenge, eventually everything works out tremendously well. And what happens then is the head and the heart come into sync. And what you think and what you feel become the same thing. And that's when we start to connect with who we really are and the true nature of our power to manifest our own destiny.
Tenemos que darnos cuenta que no somos este cuerpo. Esto es solo nuestro vehículo, nuestro traje espacial. Somos todo lo que existe en sí. Energía pura. Todo lo que existe en todo. Es la misma energía en diferente estado de existencia, depende de la vibración. Somos conciencia infinita. Pasando por diferentes estados multidimensionales, por todo estado natural. Cuando nos están pasando cosas en nuestras vidas que no queremos, o atraemos gente a nuestra vida que no queremos, o nos atacan sin razón, en vez de decir, ¿por qué estoy atrayendo esto? ¿Qué hay en mi vida que está creando esto? Este reflejo, esta molestia. En lugar de retomar ese poder y responsabilidad por lo que creamos en nuestras propias vidas, buscamos en otras y se nos anima a hacerlo. Entonces lo que hacemos es echarle la culpa a los demás. Debido a esta frecuencia, esta vibración que tenemos, donde atraemos lo mismo, si tenemos miedo podemos atraer un reflejo del miedo. En cambio, si elegimos el amor, creamos una vibración totalmente diferente. Esta conexión de amor es la clave para liberarnos.
I had a contact in the 90s, and it was at a particular time in my life where just a lot of things weren't going well. And I didn't see any point in even being here. And I was with them on the ship, and I'm like, okay, I'm already in another reality. I just want to stay with you. And that was my request. I just want to stay with you. Don't even bother to take me back. I don't care about anything there. And I literally, with just the clothes on my back, I was ready to go. I was done. Unfortunately, they were not going to allow that to happen. And I was forced to come back. And I'm standing on the ground. And I'm watching them leave, and I'm crying. I'm like, you know, you're abandoning me. And I don't want to be here. And Visayas was at the door, and he just very quietly and in his way telepathically said, Alex, the love that you withhold is the pain that you carry, lifetime after lifetime. And that was a real aha moment, okay? And it was an aha moment because we make decisions like that without ever thinking about them, really. You know, somebody calls us on the phone, hey, I really need to talk to you, I have a situation, and you're like, you know, I've had a crappy day, I can't be bothered with it. And you just don't call them back. Or the kids want to do something, you know, and you know they really want to do it, and you're just too tired and you say, no, we're not going to do it. And the decision isn't that you could do it, the decision is that you chose not to do it. And maybe those aren't the best examples, but we all have made choices to withhold love. From partners, from family, from ourselves. We've all made those decisions. And those are tough. Those are really, really tough to look at.
What is happening now is not about these people gaining more power, because they've had all the power they wanted up to this point, because while humanity was not aware that they were being manipulated, they weren't aware that their resources were being stolen, they weren't aware that their energy was being vampired, these guys could go on controlling us forever in that stage. Then what is happening now is not about them gaining more power. It is that desperate last death throw attempt of the control system to hold on to the power it already had. And the reason that it's now manifesting is because they can see down what we call the timeline from their level of observation just outside of our visible light reality, and therefore they could see this time coming. They've been preparing for this for ages, to throw it in now. And that says many things. It says an incredible thing about what's happening, and that is the power of this transformation, the power of this awakening is so profound that they have to throw all this stuff at us to try to head it off. And they will head some people off. They will keep some people in the box. But the tide is turning. The tide is, most crucially, the tide is vibrationally changing. And they're going to throw it, and for the next few years, it ain't going to look for a second as if, from the perspective of the vast majority of people on this planet, that anything's happening other than the control system is getting its way. That the control system, the Orwellian control system, the fascist global state is actually going to get what it wants. And people are going to say, oh my God, we're doomed. And then the tipping point's going to come vibrationally. And this is going to come down so fast eventually.
I think I see a way out of this. We need to come together and stop cooperating with this system. Not fight it. They want us to fight it. Just a few more people on the streets with weapons. Then, oh, we must fight the people. There's an uprising. No. This system, whether it's child abuse, whether it's stealing children from loving parents, or whether it's bombing the innocent around the world for political expansion and acquisition. The number of people doing it are a tiny fraction of those who are having it done in their name. The system is held together by our acquiescence. Enough! Enough! No more! And I say this to the people in luminous jackets and the dark suits that administer this system and conspire too, some of them, to take children away. You have no power. Your power is not in you, it's in the uniform the state gives you to put on. Your power is in the wardrobe, not in you. Take the uniform off, where's your power gone? Change your job, where's your power gone? You're just animating a uniform which is an extension of the state. And you have children and grandchildren too, and they're going to have to live in the world that you're helping to bring in. Wake up, grow up, and we need to come together, not just talk about it, but start organizing mass non-compliance, the non-comply dance, dancing to a different drum. We're not having it anymore. And I'll finish on this. You know, people think, and this is how the system overcomes the people so much, is people think that it's not my problem. It's not my child. It's not my freedom that's being taken away directly. It's not me having to knock on the door in the middle of the night saying we want your child. But it is. Because if we don't draw a line in the sand now, then it will be your child eventually. It will be you. What did they say? What did that pastor say after Nazi Germany? First they came for the Jews and I was not a Jew, so I did nothing. Then they came for the communists and I was not a communist, so I did nothing. Then they came for the trade unionists, I was not a trade unionist and I did nothing. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak out for me. That is the road we're walking down. Anyone's injustice is our injustice. That's the only way to bring an end to this. It's time to stand up, enough. Time to fly and have none of this crap any longer. We get it because we take it. Thank you very much.